So I was reading Pan-African Colours, and that's when it resonated with me straight away. I couldn't actually believe what I was seeing, and that's when it hit home. Like I was lost for words. And Alex Dye, who's the lead genius at Applewhite City, she messaged me with the actual link and then sideways eyes emoji, and I was like, and she knows what time it is. So I literally sent her a voice note, and I think this voice note message has gone all the way to, I think, to even Lisa Jackson, where I've literally said like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." Explain what I just said to you like 5 seconds ago. Mike called me, we screamed for 10 minutes. I was just overjoyed. I was literally like, I just didn't know what to do with myself. And I think it was the same similar feeling when we found out that Lisa Jackson had seen our designs firstly, like almost like late last year. So yeah, it was an incredible feeling. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And I'm really extremely proud to have helped or collaborated with Apple to create this strap, and it's out there for people to wear. There's none of that. There's none of that.
Man like Nate. Cool.
Oh, okay, you wearing it.
Cool. Alright, so.
Yeah, you know.
Alright, so just during this whole process, like what does a band represent to you?
Band represents to me is more about unity, as the band is what it's named. I think possibly for me it's about building the community, educating our culture to others outside it. It's all about, for me personally, I felt like going through like living in London for so long, I felt like the black community didn't work enough together, and I think we needed something that would also represent our history and what we stand for, and our togetherness as well. I think that's a very huge part for me. So overall, I think it's just more about just uniting all black people around the world and educating the ones outside of our culture and our community to have them a better understanding of what we stand for and what we're about, rather than having that narrative of like what I felt was also consistent was a slavery, or it was something negative, when it was more about just influencing, telling people more about the positive journey.
What was the design process and creative process for you?
I think, like I've said before, the biggest thing for me when I was given this project was just making sure that people around the world, if you are within the community or our culture, that would be proud to wear it. So probably what ignited my mind is creating something that was colourful and striking, but would also spark conversations, and unite the whole of the black community and represent the culture. I tried to shy away from colours that have been used before in like Black History Month or anything to do with black culture.
So what things influence your creative process and the design?
I think from the start, when I was given the project, I felt I wanted to really like capture the audience, and not just the black community. I also wanted to capture like outside of our community, so the Asian community, the white community, everyone around the world. I felt it was important for us to unite as well as a black community to identify what's important to us, and to represent that within a band would be probably the biggest challenge I've ever done in terms of design. And so I formed the Spotlight team just so we had different perspectives, and we're from different parts of the world too, which would give us like different backgrounds, traditions, culture, you know, food, music, and it would be heavily inspired by different like perspectives and views and just experiences from day-to-day life. And I was doing some research, and I found out that the Pan-African flag and what it stood for, and then the green would stand for the richest of the land, and the red would stand for the blood of the people, and the black would stand for the black of the people. And I felt like when I looked at that, and I knew that Marcus Garvey, who was one of the activists and one of the leaders of this movement, was powerful, and he was inspirational for me, because I used to go Saturday school. I used to go to school obviously Monday to Friday, but because they didn't teach black history how it was meant to be taught, my dad felt it was important for me to know about black history, so I used to go Saturday school. And I used to, obviously, who wants to go to school on a Saturday? That's not my thing. Like, we want to watch cartoons, we want to eat cereal. But it was just, only thing I gathered and brought back from that was Marcus Garvey and what he stood for, and that was powerful. So straight away, it got my interest, and then I just ran with the design, incorporated it in the colours in my design. I felt it would represent the black people, and they would resonate, and it would spark conversations within the community and outside the community and culture, and it was bold and bright too. So I thought that was like probably the best possible thing to go with at the moment, because if you could like choose a flag colour, you might isolate people and leave them out of the actual talking, and they would feel like left out. And I thought I didn't want to do that. I wanted everyone to look at it and go, straight away, boom, like any design I do, straight away you know it, you get it, you feel it, and you're proud to wear it.
Knowing that you guys were behind this creation of this watch, and you know, you wanted to send this message of unifying the black community, how do you feel that will impact the generations after, like the youth and stuff?
I think, you know, one of the things I've always said when I was growing up, just is, I always feel like, this is me just getting my words out, I always feel like sometimes there's no representation of us in terms of doing big things and doing amazing things in terms of like, depending if you're in a corporate business or anything in the world, like we thrive in like sport, TV and music and stuff, but anything else like design, I don't know like many like black designers that I have aspired to. So probably what this will do, ignite minds and say, if he can do it, so can I. And also I've done something, I've not only designed for like, or helped collaborate design, I've also done it for one of the biggest companies in the world, and then that will give someone maybe inspiration to chase that, and also it's giving them education. So when they know someone's done something, and I felt like this when my brother first made his first hit song, when he first did it, I said, well, if he can do this, what's stopping me from chasing my dreams? And I always believe that, even if when I tell my children, like, you can chase your dreams, but how are you meant to chase your dreams? How can I say that to my child without me being able to chase my own dreams? So I have to look them dead in the eye, because the child could say, you've never chased your dreams. So I think it will just push and ignite minds, and the younger generation will have something to look up to and be proud of.
Sum up your experience of being a part of the Spotlight team in one word, and just the whole experience, I guess.
You know what, I have to play with a safe word. If it's one word, I'm gonna have to use inspirational, because I think each of the members inspired me to push through different boundaries, think outside the box, each and every time. Even when I kept the Pan-African flag, I felt sometimes it wasn't enough. I had to like up my ante on it and look at it from different angles, explore like different materials, different prints, and that made me think outside, especially like each and every one of them come from different backgrounds. I felt they inspired me loads, and the inspiration probably we've caused for others that are wearing the band now. So yeah.